What's going on, people? So I did one of those videos where I unboxed a bunch of shirts and stuff and whatnot. It got like 0 views, which is fine. I just like to put it out there for the few people who do care to hear about all that stuff. And now I'm doing another one, right? So let's go ahead and get on into this. Got a few things here. Shouldn't take too long. I used to like wait until a month had passed, and I would do like, oh, these are the September ones or the October ones. But the problem with that is, like, if you miss your mark, right, and then you're waiting for the next one, all of a sudden you have a bunch of stuff, which is what happened last time I did one. So now I figure, you know what, I'm gonna sit down and do some stuff. I've got a couple things here. I'm just gonna do one in the middle of May, right? Today, what is it? May 22nd, a little after the middle of May. So this right here comes from Super 7, according to what was on the box and whatnot. And this is going to be some sort of Charlie Brown shirt that I, for some reason, felt like I needed. So then I bought it, and now here we are talking about it. And it's pretty alright. I like the design. The shirt quality is nice, right? I mean, I'd say it's up there, though not necessarily better than like the Pro Wrestling Tees, Pro Wrestling Crate. If you get the soft style on your own, those would match up with what you get out of the crates. But yeah, it's up there with those. It just feels like not as good for some reason, but I think maybe I'm just so used to wearing these that anything different is just like, it just feels different, you know? But I do like the shirt, and I have no problems with it overall. I'm not going to comment on sizing or whatever. I'm just going to assume that they, like other people, have a sizing chart on their webpage and refer you to that if you are curious, right? Because I do get those questions every so often. People, hey, how tall are you? What size shirt did you buy? It's like, what if I'm 6'8", right? Like, what is that going to help you? Like, just look it up, you know? It's usually pretty easy to find, actually. What is this? Oh, okay, this must be from Fanatics. So, here's a lanyard. I bought a lanyard, obviously, because it came out of this bag of stuff that I bought. So, this is a work thing, right? I have to wear this little card thing, or ID thing, or some kind of thing at work, you know, so people know that you work there or something. I'm not sure what the deal is with that. But either way, I like to switch up the lanyards at least weekly, so I could wear that one this week, but I probably won't. Either way, moving along, I also picked up a shirt. So there you have it. This is a Matt Riddle shirt. So I actually just saw Matt Riddle last night because the WWE people were in Hampton, Virginia, and I went to the show. Matt Riddle was there. He did lose, unfortunately, to Solo Sikoa. So there's a little information that you probably have nothing to do with. But at least you have it, I guess. Not they say knowledge is power, but I don't know if all of it's really power. Bunch of crap in here. This also comes from Fanatics, and it is yet another lanyard. You know, so here's the thing about Fanatics, right? I was on there looking at stuff, and I saw when I clicked on this that there was only one left. So I was like, oh, or is it? So I bought it, right? And then it showed up. Well, and then once I went back to the site after checking out, it did say it's sold out. And I was like, but will it ship? And well, here it is. So Fanatics, if you're ever looking on there and they say like 1 left or 2 left or whatever, they are serious. They mean it. So good on them for having a solid web page. I wish more people did that. It'd be really cool, you know? But I started shopping with them more recently because they took over like the wrestling shirts, like the WWE shirts, you know? So now I go there, because before it was just like a bunch of jerseys and stuff. And I mean, I did buy a Rodman jersey from them like a year ago or something, but I'm not really like a sports dude. Okay, let's go ahead and put that down there. Okay, so this also comes from Fanatics. So where was I? This first one is a Rain Spooner, R-E-Y-N Spooner. So as far as like the brand or whatever, but it just came from Fanatics. It's not like Fanatics brand. But either way, was it the Sailson? Yeah, I was at a Sailson concert recently, 20-year anniversary, and with Anthony Green, not the Cove Reaver guy. And I was just kind of looking up stuff, and I happened to scroll across these, and like, oh hey, look at that, like new shirts and whatnot. So of course I was like putting them in my cart, see like how much they were, whatever. And one of them was quite expensive, but there was like a discount thing going on. I think it might have been this one. It's like $100 or something. There was like a discount. It's like 30% off. So was like, well, that's substantial, right? So I bought it, and now here it is. This right here, this is an Iowa Hawkeyes shirt, right? So I don't really have anything else to say about that, so I'm just gonna toss that on over to the side. There's that. And this shirt over here, it's a different brand. It doesn't really say Wes and Willie, perhaps. That sounds as generic gets now, doesn't it? But let's open it up, see what's going on here. Because again, you know, when I'm standing around at these concerts, I make a lot of impulse buys. Also, I've noticed that I make a lot of impulse buys around 6 in the morning when I wake up. I have a whole Sugar Man Build-A-Figure set over there because of that. So either way. So this one is also an Iowa Hawkeye shirt, and it's just a little different because it's got different colors and all that stuff. But yeah, there you go. There's that, right? So as an Iowa guy, you know, born and more or less raised. I mean, I left there when I was like 10, but I feel like I learned everything I needed to know about like 9. So, you know, what about you guys? Anybody out there from Iowa by any chance? I'm assuming not. They're probably busy like riding around on tractors, harvesting crops and such. I get it. Let's see. This comes from, well, I'll know when I get it open. Okay, so this right here comes from Impact. So here you have this. This is the Mickey James Last Rodeo shirt, right? So there's that. Real quick, shirt quality wise, definitely like heavier, right? Definitely heavier than I like my shirts to be. So this may not be like my favorite thing to wear right now, summer wise, spring wise, whatever. Around here it's getting warm and stuff, mostly humid. And this one, what is this? This is, okay, ASOS and Chris Bay, right? So there's that. This one, same style as the other one, right? So it is a little bit thicker, and I'm not a huge fan of that, but I'm sure it'll be fine like in the later months. But if you're wondering, there you go. I'd say it's probably closer, not as thick as like the cheap versions of like pro wrestling t-shirts. Well, the basic version or whatever. It's not quite that thick, so it's still better than those, but it's somewhere in the middle of that and the soft style. So do with that whatever you will. Now, let's go ahead and get this. They say always cut away from you, but I'm just gonna do a combination there. So, moving along. Oh, okay, I think these just arrived yesterday. So, I buy a lot of shirts, you know? Then I sit here, talk about them, get the word out on what I think of them so people out there can make like informed decisions and all that stuff. So, this one right here, this is also a wrestling shirt. It's not for me. This looks small. Is it? I don't know. It says medium. Yeah, I'll have to look back at the thing. Either way, this is for Mom, right? So Bianca Belair, right? It's got a little thing on the back too. So there's that. Yeah, she was also at the wrestling thing last night, and she beat, it was a triple threat. Her, Asuka, Bailey, she won. Right, which is not surprising, not at all. I'll have to see what's up with that. But yeah, sometimes I buy these shirts for like reasons or whatever. Like the Matt Riddle shirt, I have some slide videos that I need to do soon, so it kind of goes hand in hand. Buried Alive shirt, you know, kind of makes sense because I might potentially have another Yeezy video to do, which is weird. Either way, Buried Alive, Undertaker, Mankind, In Your House shirt, right? So very cool. I do like the In Your House things. That was back in the era when I got into wrestling, like 97. Yeah, 97. April 97, Revenge of the Taker, like the Raw before that. Always stands out. But not bad. Those are the standard issue shirts, whatever. This is like a tri-blend, this here John Cena one. So I was kind of curious to see what it's all about. And it's feeling pretty nice, I will say that. Kind of reminds me of, what's the first stuff I opened? I don't know. Something, no, the AEW shirts perhaps. I don't know, it was something that I opened a little bit ago that had a similar feel. I just can't remember what it was because it was several minutes ago. But there's that. I do like the John Cena guy. That's like the first like actual John Cena branded shirt that I own, I believe though. You know, I kind of wish he was still around, but it is what it is. Dude's got other things to do. Busy being in the Fast and Furious with Vin Diesel, who apparently has superpowers now. And this right here, this is for Dad, right? So this is a Bobby Lashley shirt. And once again, same style as other ones, feels pretty good. Not too thick, not too thin, so good stuff, good stuff. Sometimes you never really know what you're gonna get with like the bigger shirts, because like sometimes they'll just kind of like cheap out on the quality because like they have to use more of the fabric. I kind of get it, but I don't appreciate it. I mean, that doesn't affect me because like I wear smalls, but I'm just saying I don't like the fact that they get cheap on things. Yeah, so he's a big Bobby Lashley guy, so he'll like that. Seems like it's a pretty nice shirt. Moving along from there. What is this? This says do not bend. Oh, luckily it's got this tape thing up here. Well, let's see if this one works a little better, because that side just fell right off. All right, so there we go. There's that, and now we're in here. And what's this? What's going on here? Okay, I get it. This is the Impact Wrestling cards that I picked up a little while ago. About 3 packs of these things. Huh. I don't know why I bought 3, but I did buy 3, so there's these. I'll probably just do a solo unboxing of sorts of this, maybe like the next time I do a live or something. Share it with the whole world, you know what I'm saying? Maybe I'll wait for the next actual Impact show, or maybe I won't be able to wait that long. I've also been picking up these Marvel 21, 22 cards. I didn't follow a lot of what Marvel was doing over the last year in the comics world, but I like to look at the cards. Some of them look pretty cool looking. So now this bag comes from Homage, right? H-O-M-A-G-E, right? Some people pronounce the H, some people don't. Either way, this right here is, oh yeah, it's from Archie, right? The strongest man in the world. Some of you guys might remember that. This now makes the second Nickelodeon reference I've made in the last couple days, because one of the Yeezy videos had a Nickelodeon reference in there. And, okay, I guess we're going for 3. So this is a Rocco's Modern Life shirt, right? And actually, if you want to scroll back a little bit to the last shirt video I did, that would be number 4, because in there I had a Nickelodeon shirt, right? It had a bunch of Nickelodeon people on it. So let's go ahead and open this last bag up, see what's going on in here, and then that will be the end of that. And then I can finally get to these shoes. I'll be all warmed up and whatnot, you know. I'll be deep in review mindset. So what is this? What is this indeed? Alright, so first up, we do have a tank top here. I'm a big fan of the tank tops and whatnot, or maybe it's just that I don't like sleeves. Either way, this is a Vader shirt, right? So there you go, there's that. It's got like the Mastodon style from like his older days. Well, I guess all his days are older days at this point, but you know what I mean. And then we have this right here. So this is, what's it, the Allied Powers? The Allied Powers, so you got Lex Luger, British Bulldog. I actually just had a British Bulldog shirt on yesterday. If you don't believe me, by the time you see this, there will be footage out there and I'll be in a Lex Luger shirt, right? Though it's kind of behind the scenes, so you have to like watch for it. Otherwise you won't see it. But I guess you don't see anything that you don't watch for, so I guess that goes without saying. Either way, I think that's it. So from me to you, have a nice rest of your day or rest of your night, whatever it is, wherever you are. I got to clean up this little mess that I created on the floor, talk about these shoes right here, and then go to work. So that's my day. What's your day looking like? Later, people.